Hello, dear friends. It's lovely to have you here and lovely to be invited. It's a pleasure and honor for me. Actually, the topic we are discussing is so large, is so emotional, so important. Journey, in the title, I called Journey, because any adventure, any success, any achievement has journey behind. And the moment we started, it was far in 2000 when Yerevan Perspectives Festival was founded. And now I look back to almost 25 years of activity and realize that there was a dream and there was a miracle and there were qualities that I believe now behind every NGO, every non-profit activity and every business. I feel the evolution, which is, I can say, the same. Previously, we used to differ. Business is different, non-profit is different, but the way we go through is always the same. It's failures, it's success, it's mistakes and achievements. And in all this battle, there are written and unwritten rules. We have to keep in mind and never lose our human qualities, our search for dignity. So non-profit brought to the country and ourselves quite large number of dividends, such as image, such as educational impact, because we brought to our country celebrities. I can say for sure we opened new page in the history of the country. And orchestras like Vienna Philharmonic and major stars of classical music and jazz music we hosted. That was something absolutely special, universal, new in the country's new history. But at the same time, we look back what is behind. Behind is the moment when we were kids and we were playing in the yard, the moment when we having our parents' advice what to do in the life and how to grow and what is important, what are values. And our system values of based, I think people of my generation will definitely understand. Our parents were teaching us that, business is bad, money are bad, so we have to be like pioneers and not to think about earning and only serving. That was the principles we grown up with. And there was a collapse of Soviet Union. We were in the school, and new life, new perspective came. So how we behaved in this situation? How was our policy, our diplomacy, our negotiation with people? And we appeared in a situation when responsibility was huge. Responsibility for the family, for the team, because team we were forming since many years ago, and there are people who believed in you, who left any other job to accompany you in your journey. And I was thinking that probably before 25th anniversary in occasion of that, I may start writing a book and putting all this information, all this huge experience, all this battle we went through to motivate, to help, to show the way so that people, and especially females, young girls, they feel that emotion, they feel the achievement, they feel that miracle we went through, that dream and that success. So, and coming back to the childhood, among principles we were taught by parents were also important, the patriotism. So everything we do, it's human, it's universal, but still every benefit we bring, it stays in the country. It's for our nation. It's for the whole Armenians spread around the world. That's very important, especially when we pass through such a difficult geopolitical situation. And we talk about culture, but culture is a small part of the whole mechanism we are staying in and we are working in. So how we came close to the business, that was a moment when it was hard already to ask for money to maintain classical projects. And I can say that I raised enormous amount of money from sponsors. Even we were one of the first who founded this fundraising school in Armenia at all, fundraising manner and tradition. I used to see some companies' logos on other festivals we were founded after, like on Golden Apricot and others, the same businesses which were totally involved by our negotiations. And I was thinking that this was a success. They liked to give money to the arts, to education, to culture. But still, it was a tricky situation. There were different years and different perspectives, and you can't always rely on that. So after this recent war and some losses Armenia went through, an idea came to my mind to use our all potential more fully, more profoundly, the contacts, the reputation in the world, and I felt we can do more, and we have to do more to bring back and to flourish and to go farther. So a new platform, Haya, was founded last year by me and our team and the people who are total devotees, who are total fanatics. And I feel so proud to work with them for 17, 18 years with the same people, with the same team. And Haya has a vision, of course, behind the childhood, the principle, the parents, the education, everything, plus vision, which is so much important, what we believe in. And Haya believes that we will bring peace, we will bring prosperity, we will bring mutual understanding, and most importantly, we will open now new page in economic development of the country. So I can precisely describe the emotion and the process, how you transfer from non-profit to a business world, which is different, but also similar. And Haya is creating platform for generating income for using that also for the same classical music, for scholarship, for commissioning composers to write new music, because that's the very important part of development of any country. And Haya is also rising national identity. So what is Armenia and who are Armenians? And what is behind thousands of years of history? And not only heritage, even much going back to the origin of civilization. And name of the Haya is also possess so much power, so much history, and so much that even we didn't know before. We are opening new horizons for us. So currently, Armenia is a major center, becoming center for entertainment in the whole region, especially for MENA region, for Eastern Europe, for Middle East, for ex-Soviet republics, for Russia, for Iran, for all geographical area. And the celebrities whom we are bringing to here, their visits will unite already in 24, 25, 100,000 people. That's very special. That's more than any business could ever imagine. And the platform looks at the experience, international experience. We have examples of Coachella, we have example of Tomorrowland. They have 15, 20 years history behind, and we have just 1 year story. But when we look at the previous photos and videos, we can compare with the 10th year. So I think we are developing fast. And the aim we have, which is truly economic development and bringing tens of thousands people to here, is going to be realized. That's very important, and the perspectives is also very human, very caring. Because, you know, when different nationals, they talk to each other, they recognize each other, countries live more in peace. I have one example, very fresh example from last year. Yerevan Perspective hosted 70th Jabli General Assembly of European Festivals Association. And when our guests were 45 countries, 100 people from 45 countries. And there was a participant from Turkey. We have a pain in ourselves. We feel anyhow not satisfied in this relationship when the genocide is not recognized and so on. But we start to talk to that woman who was a leader of very important festival in that country. And she was very upset for Today's Tooth, for being in Yerevan. And then on the fourth day of the conference, we went to Tsitsernaka Bird, and there was a tree planting ceremony. And I saw her bowing and putting flowers and starting loving this country and appreciating the all warmth and humanity she sees here. And that one person example became for me like guide to understand that this intercourse between nations is very important. And if tomorrow people come and visit concerts and participate in these great events, that will only serve peace and understanding. And festivals themselves were founded in Europe 70 years ago with one reason: to bring peace into whole Europe after the Second World War, to bring peace into fighting countries. And the first festival, which is a symbolic, this is Edinburgh Festival, exactly 70 years old. So that's our principles, that's our understandings we try to bring to our region. And a few days ago in our office, the day before yesterday, there was an opening ceremony of Creative Europe Desk, which I'm happy to announce here for anyone who would like to apply. This is one of the largest grants program in Europe. And our team members will be happy to serve, to help with applications, and that's another kind of culture and support coming to individuals and organizations for culture. So saying culture, we mean also foreign policy, we mean education, we mean society, we mean public life, so much in it. Always my feeling was that during all those years, all those concerts in Armenia, internationally, we have done events, huge events in the most prestigious concert halls in the world, such as Carnegie Hall in New York, Vienna Music Fair in the Golden Hall in Vienna, London, Jerusalem, Brussels, Beaux-Arts in Belgium. And all over this journey, coming back to the title of the speech. It's not a speech actually, it's a talk from heart, because I even didn't prepare exactly the text to say to you, just talking from the life, from the emotion we have in ourselves. Coming back to that, I would like to say that never just a concert was the main itself, the main aim itself. The main aim is much larger. It covers so many spheres of life, which is important for ourselves, our children, our perspective, our time, and everything is around us, and we depend on the future with this. So culture, education, business, all are so much interconnected. 17th of June, we hosted famous cellist, Hauser. And the same day, we hosted another forum, also very small, I mean for a few hours meeting, gathering of women, also for empowering, for sharing experience. And we had two very special guests who came to Yerevan for a Hauser concert and for meeting Armenia and this beautiful country. One was a woman from Japan, samurai. She was 13th generation samurai. And she was the last one, because it's like a movie Last Samurai, but it was real. She was real, she had two sons, and she was the last one for the generation with imperial stamp on her uniform and etc. And the other lady was a countess from France, Marie. They were talking about the same topic which now we are discussing. And it was very fascinating when they shared their motivation and experience with Armenian business women whom they met. I think we gathered about 20 women. Seda was not here, but girls from FemInno were there. So that's the perspective. That's the belief we have in front of our eyes. And coming back to the idea of putting all this in the book, I was sometimes thinking what the title to choose. So it's the most relevant, what I would say, is looking for miracle. Because every time, in every difficulty, in every solution, we are trying to look for that miracle. And it's a combination of our motivation, of our belief, our human behavior in any hard situation. And you know, we are all reading the internet, we are reading news, we can even feel broken for a moment, because sometimes news are so unpleasant and so, you know, breaking, but we stay strong and we look at the perspective. I believe in higher platform. I believe that next years we will host hundreds of thousands of people here. We will be happy to announce this camping festival idea, and people can stay in the tents in that area, and people will have a chance to talk to each other, to love each other, to understand that you know, peace and understanding are the best things that both non-profit and business can bring together. So if you would like to say something or ask something, I'm here to answer. Thank you for your attention.